Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of our Websea walkthrough. And this week, we'll be talking about the Websea API. We'll be diving deep on API, talking about the application programming interface and how it helps developers manage their account on the Websea platform. As we all know, this is an era of AI and automated trading. A lot of trading application uses AI to perform their trade on the go, which can be efficient for traders and users alike. So this week, we just move straight to an API. So once you click on your profile icon, it should take you to this interesting page here where you find your KYC, your security fees, and if you look down before the help center, you see the API. So I'm going to click on the API. So once I click on the API, it takes you to this your API management page. This is where you manage your API. So you can have multiple API on Websea. I think up to about 50 APIs. That is, you can manage 50 APIs. And in this week, we're just going to talk on how to generate and create your APIs. In other videos, we'll be talking more on how to write some few codes on Python or test some of your APIs on Python and other scripts as well. So there is a view documentation. You can check on it to see more of this interface on the view documentation. But let's just go back and let's create our first API. So to create your first API, once you click on the create API, let me move back. Once you click on the create API key, just right there, you will see it takes you to this your create API page where you can, put your remark name. No, remark name could be the third-party application you want to run your API. Like, okay, fine, I want to run my API. No, the first API is on your Websea app. When you are taking your Websea app, your Websea account, and your details of the Websea to a different platform, then we talk about the Websea as the third party. So I want to give it a name. For example, I have an AI trading bot. So you can just toggle a name, AI trading bot. You can just use that for a name. You understand? There's no restriction. It's just for you to identify which third-party application have access to this API you're creating. So we also have permission level or permission settings. So if you toggle the question icon on the permission settings, it gives you this tip. Tells you more about what this permission setting does to your API or to the API you're about to create. Now we have the read only. The read only is just is more like the safest and the easiest because it doesn't perform any transaction for you. It doesn't carry out any activities like withdrawal, trading, and what have you. So the read only is just to read information on your Websea account, like your account details, your balance. It tells you if you have a balance. You can use the read only if you have maybe a business that runs and you want to use Websea account to manage the account information, more like checking your balance on your bank and what have you. So you can use the read only. So once any user made a deposit, you can query this use read only to get more information about your account balance. All right, the next is the withdrawal. Now, withdrawal allows you to perform all form of withdrawal. Of course, only supported withdrawal address in the address book. So, you need to still give more extra, permission to your Websea account that, okay, only make withdrawal from my own account to the account I have registered on my address book. So you don't just make withdrawal, to anyone anyhow, but only the ones you've highlighted on your address book. Then we have the transaction, which is also called trading. It allows you to place order. You can place both your spot order, your futures orders, through a dedicated base URL and what have you. So once you click I know, so also we have what we call the binding IP addresses or the IP stake segment. Now this is, if I click on the info here, you see this, you use a comma to separate. So if you want certain region or certain device or certain IP address to only have access to your API keys at the point. So you have to enable this, that, okay, whenever I'm using my MacBook, I can, trigger this API to call these functions and what have you. Else, it will give an error, out of bound and what have you. So, you get this attention, 50 API key per account. So, more, if you've not signed up for Websea, now is a great time because, you can get these 50 API keys and they will be reset after 90 days. That's a security patch, just to make sure that, okay, your APIs don't get leaked for too long. After 90 days, they will be reset. Of course, trading, if you toggle the trading section, like the transaction section, it will be set immediately after 90 days. It will be deleted, so you need to cross-check your APIs every 90 days. So if you click on read only, I can just click on generate API key. Once I click on create API key, it's going to prompt me this section. This section just requires me to input my email. Like I can just click on send, although I'm not going to do this because I've done this already. So I'll click on send. It's going to just tell me to pass this. It's showing me to just click this, and this. Once you see it has passed already, then the next, it triggers me to send my to enter the code from my email. Then this I'll just put in my Google out, then click confirm. So once you click confirm, the page that displays next is going to generate your access key and your secret key. Now you have to copy this and keep it private. Why? Because you don't want to expose this to anyone. So your access key is what you use to access the platform. The secret key is for you to reset and what have you. So at the end of the day, you have something similar to this, where you have your, this is just a trading bot, as you can see, and I have my access key, some fraction of my access key, which is you can see from my screen. I didn't bind my IP address. Of course, it's optional, very optional, and shows the creation time. Now with this, I can be able to query my account information at any given point in time. I'm sure this video helped you to, create and generate API keys on Websea. In our next video and our upcoming video, we'll talk more on how we can put this into test, either Telegram bot that can, place a trade or check query your account balance and whatnot. So thank you very much for this video, and I'll see you again in our next video. Bye for now.